What's up, guys? What's up, guys? So, thought I'd just post for the consistency, because I missed yesterday's post because I woke up at 7 p.m. Pretty crazy on the night shift, but good news. Um, had a bit of a a complaint from my new supervisor. I might be moving to afternoon shift as per my request, so that's going to be better for my sleep. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to be able to get better sleep and not have a nagging supervisor on my case all the time. So, did I give in? Yeah, a little bit, but I haven't got the energy to fight anymore. And a man needs to sleep at night time. All right, I want to get proper sleep. I don't want to be up at these times. I still haven't slept since last night's shift. And I don't want to be waking up at 7 p.m. every day. Like, it's ridiculous. I want to get some proper sleep. I want to go to the gym. I want to be consistent. I don't want to keep missing my gym days. So got to do what you got to do to make the changes. So today's video is about investing in yourself. All right, don't be afraid to invest in yourself. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is work. All right. I'm not one to sit there and advocate for the 9 to 5 job, to work under an employer. I hate it. I freaking hate it, man. Like, I've always been like a don't tell me what to do kind of guy, and I still am, and that's why I'm having issues with a lot of my supervisors at my workplace. So don't think when I'm telling you this, I'm trying to say like get in the 9 to 5 and work until your skin falls off and your bones break. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. All right. But what I am trying to say is, do you see this van? All right. My living situation changed. All right. I have a home that I can drive around in. If I get moved on from this spot, I go to another spot, and I can sleep there for the night. I have somewhere safe to put my head. I've got a fridge in here. I've got a sink. All right. I've got dishes. I've got a bed. I've got a roof fan. I've got power in here. All right. I can even shower. And in future videos, I'm going to go over how I actually built this little home for myself. But this is not what today's video is about. Today's video is about investing in yourself, getting work. I wouldn't be able to have this little home behind me if I didn't have the work that I've been doing. Right? If I didn't invest in myself, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I wouldn't have been able to do it on Centrelink money or welfare money if you're in the US. So what I did was I put up with some pretty shit jobs, pretty low paying jobs. I think I was getting like 30 an hour as a casual when I was doing like, it was a manufacturing line for a 4-wheel drive company, and we're doing like fleets of 4-wheel drives. I was getting paid like $30 an hour. I got a lot of experience on there. And then after I kind of had issues again with people in charge. Let me just check my battery. One sec. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I had problems with the people in charge. All right, and when I did, I lost my job there. But the skills transferred. All right, because I took a leap. All right, I said, okay, enough's enough. I don't want to be on Centrelink anymore. I don't want to be getting paid from the government. It's just not enough money, and I feel like a low human being. Like, I don't feel like a man when the government's feeding me. You know what I mean? I can barely. How can I feed anybody else and get a lovely wife in the future if the government's feeding me? I can't provide for anybody. I can't even provide for myself. So I got the job. I must have applied at least maybe 80-90 jobs before I got that job. But what happened was, it gave me experience and it gave me confidence, all right, to work. I got out of, I shifted, okay? I shifted from being stagnant to being active, to moving and learning on the job. The next job after that I got was as a wheel aligner, because I got the experience wheel aligning at that job I could then get a wheel alignment job. But what happened was, in that job, I only lasted a month because I realized, okay, this is actually really bad on my body. There's a lot of picking up tires and moving them around. I'm not doing this. I don't want to kill my body for some company, right? So what happened after that was I moved. I made a friend within my church, and he got me a job with him, and he had a forklift license, and he could just pick up and drive the forklift in the factory wherever he wants. And I realized, I know how to drive that forklift, but I'm not licensed to do it. I should get my forklift license, you know. And that's what I did. I ended up losing that job, and immediately I went for my forklift license. See, in Australia we have services, right? They're called job agencies, and what they do is the government pays them a certain amount of money, right? And they give you, they look for jobs for you. They can pay for your uniform, pay for your boots, and they can pay for tickets, you know, for certificates and licenses that can help you get work. I don't know if this is the same in America or in other countries, but in Australia they offer that service. I don't know if they still do, but it is possible. So if you're Australian, you're pretty much lucky in that sense. So I took advantage of that, and I got my forklift license, and that immediately bumped me up to a minimum of from $30 to $35 an hour, right? And that's when I started my current job on day shift for $35 an hour. And then I moved up into night shift, and that bumped me up to like $45 an hour. But then I became full-time, and now I'm getting paid a little bit less, but it's more consistent work. They can't just send me home like when I was a casual. So get yourself a license. I know I've been rambling for a bit. Get yourself a license, forklift license, a truck license. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself, all right, to get the license that you need to get. Just throw a dart in the dark, you know. Don't worry about seeing the target, just throw it, you know what I mean? Like, if you're at rock bottom, where else are you gonna go? You know, you're just gonna, if you jump too high and then you land, you don't land on anything stable, you're gonna fall back on the ground. That's all right. I applied for 90 jobs before I got that one job. I'm not saying you have to stick at a job for the rest of your life, all right? I don't even want to be in a job for the rest of my life. That's not what I'm trying to advocate for. Well, what it is going to do is going to help you be able to save money to buy a car, okay, which you'll need a license for, okay? If you haven't got your driver's license, you need to go get that. If you are a man in 2026 above the age of 18 in Australia, and you do not have a license to drive a car, a manual car, brother, you need to get on that, all right? There's nothing more pathetic than a man above the age of 18, all right, that cannot drive a car, especially a manual car. You don't want to be in a situation where your girl, or maybe your family and yourself, you're in a dangerous situation. There's a manual car with a key in it, and you can just drive that car to get away out of danger, and you don't know how to drive that car, all right? You don't want to be in that situation. It's embarrassing as hell, and you could die. It's going to improve your survival. And as men, that's what we do. We survive. We're better at surviving, and that's where we need to take lead, all right? So if you haven't got your driver's license, don't be a pathetic loser. Go and get it. Go and get your manual driver's license. Don't get your automatic, get your manual driver's license. You don't want to be stuck driving an auto. You don't want to make up pathetic excuses like, oh, I don't know how to drive the stick, I don't want to drive a stick. Fucking do it, bitch. You need to be able to drive a stick. If you can't drive a stick, a woman's gonna do it for you. Or even worse, you're just gonna die in that situation. Where you could drive your family or you and your girl out of danger. You're just gonna have to curl up and die with your missus, and what a sad story that's gonna be. So get the tickets, Don't be afraid to get the forklift license. Don't be afraid to get the truck license. You know, do the thing that's going to help you get some money in your account so you can start budgeting, so you can buy a car, okay? So you can pay for your licenses, more licenses, and improve. Because then when you start getting money in, you can start putting more money into improving yourself. Okay, you can get better licenses, you can get a better car, you know, a more stable thing. You can get yourself a house, you can get yourself more food, you can get yourself a gym membership. You know what I mean? There's just so much shit you can do when you have a job. Okay, are you going to be stuck in that 9 to 5 or in that job forever? No, but it's going to help you build up the capital as long as you're smart with your money. All right, so make sure you're budgeting while you're in a job. While you're working, you're trading your time, which you don't get back, and you're also trading your energy. And your body does not last forever. The more stress you put on your body, the more your body is going to deteriorate. Okay, so you don't want to be doing that shit in vain. So set yourself up a budget. Calculate, all right? Yeah, I'm going to show you. Calculate what comes in, okay, and what goes out. And if you need to cut back on the expenses that are going out so you can save more that comes in, do it. You know what I mean? Cut your Netflix subscriptions, your YouTube premium, and your Spotify and all that crap that you're paying per month that's just eating away your savings. Put it away for a little bit. You need to struggle, okay, for a little bit, because it's going to build your character. You have to struggle, you have to work hard, all right, for a little bit in order to build yourself up. Once you get yourself a van like this, you know what I mean, it's got pretty much everything you need, you can chill. You can be a bum if you want to do that, all right? Nobody's going to ask you any questions then, because you're not under somebody else's roof, okay? You're not on the street in the cold, all right? But you'll be able to just drive around and you'll be able to pay the bare minimum and live like a nomad. All right, that's fine if you want to make that as your life, but at least get yourself a license, get yourself a car. You can't be a man in 2026 not driving a car, not having a license, all right? That's just not acceptable. Okay, so don't be afraid to invest in yourself. The work sucks, I know, but it's not going to be forever, I promise you. I went from $30 an hour to $45 an hour, back down to whatever I'm at now, and I'm putting away good savings working and living in this van, because I'm not paying rent to rent a house. I'm just paying registration, and I'm living bare minimum. I'm doing the hard thing right now so I can save it up, and surely enough, it's actually inspiring me. It's inspiring me to make videos. It's inspiring me to inspire others as well. You know, it's inspiring me to listen to others on YouTube to improve myself as well. You know, so I've stopped doing a lot of things. Like I've cancelled a lot of memberships that I didn't need, and I'm budgeting like crazy, man. Like I might spend a little bit more than I need to here and there, but I'm putting away good money at the moment because I'm earning it, you know, because I chose to invest in that forklift license, you know, and base rate on a forklift is like 35 on a casual, you know. So if I lose my job tomorrow, I know I can go and get, even though I got a stable job today, if I lose it tomorrow, I know I can go and get another job driving a forklift because I've got that license. It's 10-year license, and I'm at a 35 minimum. That's okay. That's not too bad. When you're living in something like this and you're not paying rent, it's pretty damn good. You can put away good money. You struggle for a bit, but you can chip away and really put away some money, just as long as you plan it out right. So make the good decisions, all right? Stop jerking off. Stop being a pussy, all right? Stop being a bitch. Start being a man. Start doing things smart, okay? Stop fucking trying to impress everybody and telling people your story and making up excuses of why you can't do something, okay? You can fucking do it. Man, I hate to swear. I really hate to swear, but it's coming out. You can do it, man. And I'm not even being sarcastic. if I could do it, you can do it too. All right, doesn't look like I'm living the lavish lifestyle, but trust me, right now I'm doing a lot better than a lot of men out there that are on drugs, that have like zero in their bank account. A lot of men, they don't even have $1,000 put away. I'm doing much better than that. You know, I know things can change tomorrow for the worse, but at least I'm taking that step to move forward in my future, and I'm encouraging you to do that too. So that is my little bit of motivation for today, my bit of advice. I'm going to try and get some sleep now, and wake up for the night shift. Okay, pray for me, guys. I'm really hoping to move to the afternoon shift, even though I'm going to lose $100 per week. I know it's going to give me better sleep, so pray for me. I am doing okay. I'm doing really good. We're going to do this. You're going to watch me do it, and I'm going to hear about you doing it as well, and someone else is going to be watching you do it too at some point. But you've got to do a little bit of hard work, at least a year, and if you play it smart, it'll just be a year. I promise you. You know, set yourself up, get uncomfortable, don't settle for less. Okay, don't be around people. See, I'm isolated in this van, but at least I get to sleep comfortable as a man. Okay, I get to wake up and make my own decisions, what I'm gonna do today, where I'm gonna sleep. Right, I don't have to be under somebody else's house, under somebody else's rule, around women or men that are gonna try and make me feel lesser than I am. Okay, so start making your decisions. Hopefully I'll come back with another video tonight. If not, it's going to be tomorrow, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. And yeah, soon I'm going to do a video about the van and how I built it, and the things that I did to get everything so cheap. I spent like 7K on this van, man, like in total, including the van and the registration. It is so freaking cheap for the fact that it's like a home on wheels, you know what I mean? So I'll make a video about that, and the next time I'm at my storage unit too, I'm going to show you how I've set up my storage unit to store my stuff as well. Survival 101 for the fittest. Yeah, baby, let's do it. All right, so maybe leave a comment, say hello in the comments, you know, like introduce yourself. If you haven't, help me out with the channel as I continue to help you out, and let's get this done together, man. You get to watch it in the flesh, raw as fuck, here on this channel. So yeah, give us a little bit of love. Yeah, baby.